the news at 4. First, the highlight. Lagos State Government empowers over 1,500 vulnerable women, youths to reduce poverty. Federal Government distributes compressed natural gas kits to transport unions. On foreign scene, Sudan's military leader survives assassination attempt. And then sport minister to probe favor Orphalese exclusion from women's 100 meters event at Paris Olympics. Now the details. I'm Sarah Adesanya. Lagos State Government has empowered 1,500 vulnerable women and youth in Lagos through various empowerment skills and provision of equipment in a bid to reduce poverty and make them self-reliant. The program, under the Micro Enterprise Support Initiative, MESI, of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, WAPA, has empowered 10,000 people in the last 5 years of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration. Speaking at the event held in Ikeja, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the initiative is part of government support to uplift vulnerable women and indigent youths by providing them with skills, tools they require to enable them start and grow their own businesses, aimed to stimulate economic growth, reduce poverty, and promote inclusiveness, while calling on all mothers to prevail on their children from joining any protest to disrupt the peace of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu urged beneficiaries to make judicious use of the equipment and not to sell them, with a call on them to take advantage of the Lagos Employment Trust Fund to seek financial assistance.
To make a judicious use of what we're providing for you to seize this as an opportunity to better the lot of yourself and your family, to see this tool as a government direct support for you. Please, don't go and trade it. Don't go and sell it. Don't go and mortgage it. Please use it. Use it to improve your current status in life.
Some of the beneficiaries commended the kind gesture of Sanwo-Olu's administration and prayed for community to empower more vulnerable people in the society.
I want to say thank you so much to the Lagos State Government for this wonderful arrangement you've made. I'm going to use the material given to me today to add to what I have already and then do more work and employ more people, more labor, so that Lagos State actually will keep becoming number one all the time.
A special thank you to them, to the ESCO, to the members that organized this program. A big thank you to them. I would like the Lagos State Government to continue this program, especially in the barbing aspect. I will.
Earlier, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Dada, noted that the beneficiaries were graduates of the various skill acquisition centers across all local government areas of the state, with a promise to sustain the tempo aligned with the Themes Plus developmental agenda of Sanwo-Olu's administration through deliberate provision of economic empowerment assets.
As a state government, we are not just giving people fish, we are also teaching them how to fish. I would like to implore our beneficiaries to make good use of all equipment given to you. Do not despise the days of little beginning. I congratulate you.
Our correspondent Adela Akindele reports that the beneficiaries received empowerment tools, equipment like sewing and tiling machines, barbing kits with sterilizing kits and generators, hairdressing equipment, traditional cooking utensils, and gas cooker with cylinder, amongst others. Lagos State Government is set to commemorate the 2024 World Breastfeeding and Maternal, Newborn, Child, Adolescent Health Plus Nutrition, MNCAAFN Week. Speaking in the week-long activities, Special Advisor to the Governor on Health, Kemi Ogunyemi explained that the state implements the MNCN week to improve the health-seeking behavior of the populace, focusing on the health of mothers and children, especially those under the age of 5 years. Ogunyemi announced that the 2024 MNCAF plus N week, scheduled to hold from August 1 to 7, coincides with the World Breastfeeding Week, which is why Lagos State government will be implementing both concurrently. She noted that the theme for the year 2024 World Breastfeeding Week, Closing the Gap, Breastfeeding Support for All, speaks to every support needed by lactating mothers to encourage them to adequately breastfeed their babies. Ogunyemi emphasized that the week-long activities will be highly impactful, with all the 329 primary healthcare centers, 752 mobile teams, and over 3,000 health workers trained and prepared on implementation strategies. She urged Lagosians, especially parents and caregivers, to take advantage of the dual initiatives by bringing their under 5 children to the nearest primary health centers across various health services. The Arawa community and traders in Lagos State have shunned the proposed national protest slated for 1st to 10th of August. Speaking during a World Press Conference in Ikeja, leader Arawa community and traders Lagos, Shehu Sani, alleged that some politicians, under the guise of protesting, have gathered up to bring down the democratically elected government of President Bola Tinubu. Sani will note that it is a constitutional right of every Nigerian citizen to protest peacefully, said the group would not want a repeat of the memories left behind after NSAS protest in the state, in which properties worth billions of naira were lost.
In Lagos State is totally against the national protest, and we are not going to be part of any plan to cause trouble in Lagos State. We are not in support of protest because we believe some fifth columnist politicians and those who want to set Nigerian, particularly Lagos, on fire are behind the protest for selfish interests.
He explained that Lagos State has been home to many for years, and the group will not support any attempt to destroy the state in the name of protest by some faceless groups and individuals. Sani implored all members of the Arawa community and traders in Lagos not to take part in any protest being organized by faceless people, promising to stand against any protest opposing the government of President Bola Tinubu in the state. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, has urged Nigerians to shun the proposed nationwide protest and instead pursue peace, dialogue, and collaboration in addressing the country's challenges. Akume made the statement during a press conference with journalists and media executives in Abuja. He acknowledged the right to protest, but expressed concerns about the planned protest being hijacked by bandits, insurgents, and other criminals. The SGF outlined several interventions of the President Bola Tinubu-led administration in the 14 months since its inauguration, and mentioned that the country is undergoing refining and recalibration, that the economic growth remains a goal of the federal government. Akume described Nigeria as a work in progress, adding that the country will soon breathe a sigh of relief. And on to the rest of the stories. The federal government has distributed compressed natural gas, CNG kits, to transport unions in the Federal Capital Territory, Kogi, Nasarawa, and Niger State. It distributed the kits in Abuja through the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNGI, which has been championing the CNG deployment scheme of the federal government. The project director and chief executive officer of the PCNGI, Michael Oluwagbemi, while speaking at a Motor Park rally in Abuja, said the initiative would cover 1 million commercial vehicles across the country in the next 2 years at no cost. Oluwagbemi noted that the distribution of the CNG conversion kits and cylinders would serve as a relief to reduce the cost of transportation, adding that the transporters will enjoy pricing for gas usage. The Kano State Independent Electoral Commission has scheduled November 30 for the local government elections in the state. The chairman of the commission, Sani Fasha, announced the date while addressing a news conference in Kano. Malufashi said the elections were being conducted following a Supreme Court judgment granting financial autonomy to local government, and the conduct will be in accordance with the law. He also announced that the candidates are barred from placing their posters on places of worship, schools and government buildings, as anyone violating these laws will be punished. Malufashi said the commission expects all the 19 political parties to participate in the election, adding that the commission will work closely with security agencies to ensure a peaceful election. And in foreign news, Sudan's military leader, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, has survived an assassination attempt. As Army spokesperson Nabil Abdallah blamed the Parliamentary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, which the army has been battling for the last 16 months for control of the country. It said 2 drones had struck an army graduation ceremony, killing 5 people at a base in Jabet in the East Territory under the control of the military. The RSF has not commented on the attack, which comes after al-Burhan's government agreed to conditionally join them at the U.S.-mediated peace talks next month. Previous talks to end the conflict, which has created the world's largest humanitarian crisis, have failed as both sides have refused to honor commitments. More than 10 million people have fled their homes since the former allies fell out over an internationally backed political plan to move towards civilian rule. And in foreign news, Minister of Sports Development, John Eno, says it will probe the exclusion of Nigerian athletes Favour Ofili from the 100 meters women's event at the ongoing Paris 2024 Olympic Games. On Tuesday, the sprinter announced that she will not be competing in the 100-meter race at the ongoing Olympics in Paris due to administrative failures by the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, and the Nigerian Olympic Committee, NOC. Reacting in a statement, the minister said the AFN and NOC must ensure that Ofili is not deprived of the opportunity to compete in the races for which she is qualified and registered to represent the country at the Paris Olympics. He vowed appropriate sanctions after investigations into where and from whom the gross negligence originated. Meanwhile, the AFN said it cannot explain how Ofili's name is missing from the women's 100 meters event of the Games, insisting she was registered for the 100, 200, and the women's 4x100 meters relay. Just before we go, use the walkway where available to avoid accidents. You can follow us on like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that Solo administration imparts 600 women with indigenous business ideas to the tune of 4 billion naira through the Lagos State Employment Fund, LSETF, WE Initiative? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To the news, have a highlight of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has empowered 1,500 vulnerable women and youth in Lagos through various empowerment skills and provision of equipment in the bid to reduce poverty and make them self-reliant. The federal government has distributed compressed natural gas, CNG kits, to transport unions in the Federal Capital Territory, Kogi, Nasarawa, and Niger states. We also told you that Sudan's military leader, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, has survived an assassination attempt. And in sports, Minister of Sports Development, John Eno, said it will approve the exclusion of the Nigerian athletes Favor Ofili from the 100 meters women's event at the ongoing Paris 2024 Olympic Games. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by